In today's video, we're going to be talking about using the precious metals as a way to keep ourselves protected from some of the decisions that our leaders make. We're also going to be talking about some credit cards, some really popular ones. You might actually have them, along with some updates regarding these cards that you might not be aware of. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and staying safe. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about silver and also gold, and using the silver and gold to take matters into your own hands. A little bit of an extension on yesterday's video. But I also wanted to talk about certain credit cards increasing certain rewards. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there, go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to get some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today is Friday, May 21st, 2021. I'd love to tell you what the current spot price is as I'm filming the video and what the weather is like, but I have no idea because I'm actually filming this video on Thursday. So I have no idea what's going on Friday. Travel and time over here. I want to talk about the silver and gold, but before we get into that, there are two quick little credit card updates that I wanted to talk about really fast. And that's because I thought that they were pretty interesting, and I wanted to use this as somewhat of a heads up, because not a lot of people know about this. You might have either of the two cards that I'm going to be talking about, but you might not realize some of the updates. First one I want to talk about really quick is the Capital One Savor 1 credit card. Pretty cool looking card. I have it up on screen right here. For the record, I do not own this card, but I want it and I will be applying for it and getting approved this year. Going to be waiting it out another couple of months, but it's definitely a card that I will be getting very soon, and I'm excited about that. So this card was actually pretty interesting because for the longest time it offered you 3% cash back on dining and entertainment and 1% cash back on everything else. I always considered it to be somewhat of the date night card. 3% back on dining, you know what that means. Going out to eat, getting takeout, fast food, pizza, Starbucks, whatever the case may be. 3% back, pretty generous considering the standard basic cash back is about 1.5%. So this is double that. 3% back on entertainment, such as bowling, going to the movies, going to a concert, an amusement park, the zoo, a football game, pretty much anything under the umbrella of things that are entertaining, 3% back. And then obviously 1% back on everything else. Now last year, they temporarily added popular streaming services to that 3% category as well, because everybody was stuck in the house, not a lot of people knew what to do. So Netflix, and I'm also assuming Hulu and probably Disney Plus, and who knows, later down the road in a year or two, when the AT&T and Discovery spin-off company with Warner Media, which is going to be a streaming service, that might get added as well. Now, the 3% back on streaming services was actually removed this year because it was just a temporary thing. But just recently, they permanently brought it back. So that's another thing in the 3% category. And they just added one more brand new thing to the 3% category. Grocery stores. That is right. Unlimited 3% cash back on grocery stores year round. That right there is probably my favorite thing about the card. And I don't even have it yet. And then, of course, 1% back on everything else. So if you already have that card, just giving you a little bit of a heads up, you can get even more cash back in even more categories now. Moving on over to the second card, and also the last card, by the way. I know not everybody's into credit cards. If you hate credit cards with a burning passion, just skip this part of the video. But the second credit card I want to talk about is one that I talk about pretty often. It's actually my favorite credit card. It's the Discover It Cashback card. I'll put a little picture right here on screen. This card gives you 5% cash back on certain categories, depending on what quarter of the year you're in. We're not going to talk about the first quarter of the year because that's already done. We're not going to talk about the second quarter of the year because it's more than halfway done. we want to talk about the third quarter of the year. And I wanted to bring this up because that's right around the corner. The third quarter of the year begins in July. It's July, August, and September. And where you get 5% cash back, it would be PayPal on purchases up to $1,500 in those 3 months, which means 5% back brings you to $75 back on the purchases that you were already going to make anyway. The cool thing about this card is that they actually match your cash back at the end of your first year. So technically it is 5% cash back, but you're actually getting 10% cash back if it's your first year with the card. That means 10% cash back on anything you use PayPal to purchase online. And the real reason I wanted to stress this is because what is something that a lot of people who are subscribed to this channel use PayPal to get all the time. Morning, afternoon, evening, night, weekdays, weekends, holidays, any time of the year. What is something that a lot of us use PayPal to get? Silver and gold online. I know tons and tons and tons of people who get tons and tons and tons of coins off of eBay or off of other certain websites. They use PayPal to convert their dollars into precious metals. So I wanted to bring this up as a friendly little reminder that the PayPal cashback category is right around the corner. And if this is a credit card that you do not already have, make sure if you plan on applying for it, use somebody's referral link. If you know somebody with the card, use their referral link because you and that person will each get a $50 statement credit. That's $50 for free just for getting the card. If you're approved, of course. If you don't know anybody with the card, you're more than welcome to use my referral link if you would like to. It helps me out. It'll help you out. The link will be in the description. Third quarter is only a month and a half away. Moving away from the credit card updates, I wanted to talk about silver and gold because, of course, I will soon be using that one card to get a bunch of silver and gold online. Kind of like I did last year. I maxed out the category. And it wasn't just on silver and gold, it was also on prepping supplies that I bought a bunch of off of eBay. So I ended up getting $150 back. $75 because 5% cash back, but it was matched, which brings it up to $150 for stacking silver. Pretty cool feature. Anyway, I wanted to also talk about silver and gold for a variety of different reasons today. Number one being, there was something that I wanted to say in yesterday's video. If you didn't already watch it, part of the video was about how California is really giving Tesla a hard time right now, but the whole rest of the video was talking about using silver and gold, stacking silver and gold to take matters into our own hands. And there was something very, very specific that I wanted to talk about in yesterday's video, but it somehow completely slipped my mind, and I didn't even realize until I was editing the video, so I guess this is going to be somewhat of a part 2. See, this is what happens when you're somebody that doesn't script their videos, when you're just talking, when you're just doing whatever it is that you do. You're not reading off of a script or anything like that. So I wanted to talk about something that kind of adds on to what I said in yesterday's video regarding using the precious metals to take matters into your own hands. The point I wanted to make in yesterday's video was that I personally believe, in my opinion and from my perspective, of course, not a financial advisor, nothing on this channel is financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinions, make your own decisions based off of your conclusions, not mine. But the conclusion that I came to was that I think the silver and gold can help keep us protected from some of the poor decisions that our leaders make, regardless of what that means. It could be pulverizing our currency by printing the dollar bill into oblivion, aka inflation right down the road. The silver and gold could potentially act as an excellent hedge against inflation. I talk about that all the time, so that's not really what I wanted to focus on. What I actually wanted to focus on was that if our leaders just wake up one day and decide that
you're not allowed to go to work today, or this week, or this month, or for the next 18 months, you're not allowed to go to work. You got to take 60% of your income by hopping on unemployment, and you wait for us to give you a stimulus check.
See, that's what I like about the silver and gold, because in a weird way, you can almost give yourself a stimulus check if you absolutely need to. You can go to your safe, or wherever it is that you hide your silver and gold. In a way, I talked about this a couple days ago. If you take a little bit of silver and gold out of your safe because you need to liquidate, maybe you're going through some financial troubles, maybe there's something that you have to take care of, whatever the case may be, if you're going to remove a little bit of money from your safe, make sure you keep track of that, because you're actually giving yourself a loan. You're loaning money to yourself. So if you take, let's just say, 10 troy ounces out, got to make sure you put 10 troy ounces back. You can even add interest if you want. Take 10 out, put 11 back. So the way I see it is that if times were to get tough, and if push comes to shove, you can always resort to your physical at-home savings account if need be. If something were to go down, I'm not saying you empty out the safe and you cash out entirely for absolutely no reason, but if you're a couple $100s short, maybe take a couple $100s worth of silver. It's just as liquid as cash if you absolutely need to. Now, for me personally, I don't really recommend it, but it's nice to know that it's an option. It's nice to know that the silver and gold is there for me if I absolutely needed it. Now, hopefully, fingers crossed, praying to God that I'll never actually need it, but if something were to go down, I sleep very well at night knowing that I've been taking care of myself financially, so hopefully the finances could take care of me if something were to go wrong, if something were to happen. Because like I said, it's just as liquid as cash. Most people don't have a whole stack of cash just sitting there in their house. They usually have to take their debit card to the bank and withdraw a little bit of cash from the ATM. How long does that take? 5 minutes? Or however long it takes you to get to the bank, it could take you 30 seconds. What else can you do in that same amount of time? Instead of taking a piece of plastic to an ATM to get cash, something else you can do is you can take your metal to a coin shop and get that same cash. That's why I see it as a physical at-home savings account. Or I guess in this weird analogy, it would be a physical at-home checking account, but regardless. It's a way of taking matters into your own hands and protecting yourself from some of the decisions that our leaders make, telling you to sit down, shut up, stay away from everyone, don't touch anything, cover your face if you plan on breathing, and wait for us to give you a stimulus check. See, I was always taught, and I've always been under the impression, that the government, they're here to govern. Pretty simple. They're not here to take care of you. We're not kids, and they're not our parents. So that's not really anything that we need to worry about. But what we do need to worry about is when we start to hear the government and the politicians start to say that they will take care of us.
Help is on the way.
To me, when I started to hear that, struck me as a red flag. I can't speak for anyone but myself, but I thought that sounded a little bit sketchy. I thought that sounded a little bit shady. Sounded a little odd to me. So ever since then, I've really been doubling down on taking care of myself financially. That way, if something were to go wrong, hopefully, I can't guarantee it, but hopefully, the finances that I've taken care of can help take care of me, aka taking care of myself, my own money, stacked up or invested my own way, doing things on my terms, taking matters into my own hands, and not relying on any other person, any other entity, any politician, not relying on anybody. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic, and if that's kind of how you see the silver and the gold. Is it a way of taking matters into your own hands? Is it a way of protecting yourself from some of the potential poor decisions that some of our leaders make? Is that your method when it comes to stacking the precious metals? And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I'm posting exclusive VIP-only adventure vlogs. I also do giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button like a Karen hits a bus window. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. A bunch of brand new videos over there. I posted one about China banning cryptocurrency, one about AT&T cutting its dividend, other videos about real estate, videos about silver, videos about gold, and a bunch of others. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 3,000 subscribers. We just hit 2,000, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products. T-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. And of course, last but not least, the brand new DYDSS Karen Free Zone t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug.
My name is not Karen.
Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again. Number 1, do you have either of the 2 credit cards that I talked about in today's video? First credit card being the Capital One Savor 1. I personally do not have it yet. Felt a little weird reviewing a card that I don't even own, but I do plan on owning it very soon. And then, of course, the Discover It Cashback card. If you don't have it and you want it, remember, make sure to apply for it through somebody's referral link. If you don't know anybody with one, you're more than welcome to use mine. But more importantly, away from the credit cards, the money, the silver and gold. Are you stacking the precious metals to take matters into your own hands financially, to keep yourself protected in the event of micro-level financial hardships, maybe macro-level economic catastrophes, to keep yourself protected from some of the poor decisions that some of our leaders make? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.